What did you think?
Well, let's hear it for Elisabeth. Let's hear it. Let me make the call.
Here's the president on NBC last night.
Even if he didn't intentionally do it, but at this point, they feel misled, and you've seen the anger that's out there.
You know, I regret very much that what we intended to do, which is to make sure that everybody is moving into better plans because they want them, as opposed to because they're forced into it, that, you know, we weren't as clear as we needed to be in terms of the changes that were taking place. And I want to do everything we can to make sure that people are finding themselves in a good position, a better position than they were before this law happened. And I am sorry that they you know, are finding themselves in this situation based on assurances they got from me.
Is that enough?
Well, you know, he's a proud, some say arrogant, stubborn man. So for, you know, I can put myself in his shoes. It's very difficult to say you're sorry.
Because you're proud and arrogant?
Because I'm proud and arrogant and stubborn as well. And I think that's as close, Elisabeth, as you can possibly come to an apology. I read that as saying, I really screwed this up. He had the unfortunate confluence of events. He had this catastrophic website, this botched launch, and he also had the fact that he clearly misrepresented what the law said. Maybe he didn't read it.
You don't think he lied? You say misrepresented.
Well,
he knew what he was saying. He's a lawyer.
He is a lawyer, and the only reason I hesitate, Steve, is because he's the president. I hate to say he lied. I mean, it took me a long time to get there with Richard Nixon. That he misrepresented what the reality was. Now he's backtracking. Now his party is in severe trouble. They were riding high after the government shut down. They had all the momentum going into the midterm 2014 elections. Now this thing is a full stop. Now the Democrats are saddled with this awful law that's staggering out of the place. I have what I call Geraldo's Law.
Okay.
Geraldo's Law says for every day since October 1st that the website is not ready, we should postpone the implementation of the individual mandate one day for a day. So far, this is November the 8th, so you've got 39 days so far, so let's postpone the mandate for 39 days, and for every day they don't have it up, delay it one more day. I think that would be the law that I suggest. The Republicans are saying they want insurance companies to agree now to give the policies that existed to make the president's lie come true. Maybe they'll get that done.
Well, I'm going to take a law. The law of whatever you do, I can do better. And that's my law I just made up. It's the anti-Geraldo law.
Anything you can say, I can say better.
So, Geraldo, there's something in Congress now working through that said, they said that anyone who had insurance and got it dropped should have it reinstated and be prevented from dropping. Boehner's starting in the House. There's a movement on a bipartisan level in the Senate.
Including Joe Manchin, the Democrat from West Virginia.
If the president does feel bad about it, he has got legislation to back up his feelings.
Well, clearly, I think there'll be negotiation between the House bill and the Senate bill. I think the of the law that you suggest, Brian, is a very real possibility. That's one way out of the dilemma, to then go to the insurance companies and say, you guys really hung me out to dry. The reason I opposed this law from the get-go is I think it was a cop-out to the insurance industry. There are COOs of insurance companies making $10 million annual salaries. Where's that money coming from? It's coming from us. This law is deeply flawed. If they are going to salvage it, though, they've got to pass exactly the suggested bills that you cite right there, Brian. They've got to say if you liked it and you still like it, you can have it.